Game 5, top of the ninth. The Nationals are 1 out away from winning their first playoff series ever.
Coming down to the wire in this game. And there's a ball hit off the glove of Desmond. 2 runs are going to score. The Cardinals will tie it up. Here's the 2-2 pitch and a line drive to right field. It's going to be a base hit. 2 runs will score. And the Cardinals take a 9-7 lead. 1-2 pitch. And it's popped up. Descalso on the outfield grass makes the catch. And the Cardinals head to their 7th NLCS.
Bryce Harper is a baseball player who was titled the Chosen One before he even graduated high school. At just 19 years old, he won Rookie of the Year in Major League Baseball. People positioned him to be the future of baseball, destined to be the best player in the MLB. But he would fail to improve on his rookie success in his next 2 seasons. Meanwhile, a young kid by the name of Mike Trout emerged as the best player in baseball, despite him never possessing the hype of Harper. However, in 2015, Bryce Harper would reach heights no one had since Barry Bonds. This was labeled his breakout year. He had finally blossomed into the best player in baseball. He would carry the Nationals to new heights. Except, that was not exactly what happened. The only time he was approaching his 2015 performance was in 2017, when he injured his ankle and the Nationals failed to make it past the first round in the playoffs. The Nationals had still never won a playoff series in franchise history. 2018 was Harper's contract year, and he was good offensively, but his defense lacked. He was preserving his body in a contract year. He cared about getting paid, and the Nationals missed the playoffs, finishing 2nd in their division. Another player who arrived in 2018 was Juan Soto. Soto was never a number 1 prospect. In fact, he only played 8 games above the lower levels of minor league baseball. He was very young, under 20 years old like Harper in his rookie year. But while Harper had flashy power and speed and received national attention, Soto didn't even win Rookie of the Year, despite him being the only teenage hitter in MLB history to get on base more than 40% of the time. In the offseason, Bryce left in free agency to a division rival, the Philadelphia Phillies. Despite this, the Nationals were projected by many to win their division. They still had talent, but the hole left by their star and the embarrassing playoff performances with him still lingered in the minds of the players and fans. Their star player was gone. The Nationals' real playoff window had ended. The very first game of the year was an example of this. Against the division rival Mets, despite a great start from their ace Max Scherzer, the Nationals put up 0 runs. The next day, they scored 8 runs, but gave up 11. It was not a lack of talent, they just could not put away opponents. The 4th game of the season would be the first game Bryce would play in front of the Nationals fans while wearing a Phillies jersey. Bryce would hit a double off the Nationals' ace, Max Scherzer, and after he got a single to stretch the Phillies' lead to 6, he would go out and celebrate with the section of Phillies fans at the Nationals' home ballpark. And then, when he thought it couldn't get any worse, he hit a home run right at those Phillies fans in right field. This was rock bottom, but it was about to get even worse.
And Robbie swings, flies it deep right center. Forget that! The game is tied!
I actually think the bullpen, which is horrific, and I would just...
And Broxton...
Today, I would send 4 of those guys out of here and bring up 4 guys and do an entirely new line change.
It's not 11 o'clock.
That's a one-way ticket to not being able to win 4 in a row, not being able to win 5 out of 7.
Here's the 3-1.
Starting pitching that would be an issue. I thought the bullpen would just simply be bad. I didn't know it would be on fire for 2 months.
Center field and deep, and it is gone!
But you bring up a good point. It's more than just the bullpen, which is on track to be historically bad, like literally the worst bullpen of all time, which you couldn't foresee.
Just watch it go! A 3-run home run for Rhys Hoskins!
All you're ever try to say they're terribly constructed and it wasn't good enough from Jump Street? Was there rotation?
Out of here!
It's like they have to get 3 outs. This guy pitches normally, and for whatever reason, they just have not been able to do that.
All those guys have actually had their moments, like pros, like guys that have been around, which is what's really frustrating.
It would have drove you crazy. I mean, I was pulling my hair out.
They've won 1 series in the last 9. It's preposterous to talk about going to the playoffs.
But how many more excuses can you? I'm running out of excuses. I'm running out of time to defend Davey and say it's not his fault.
The hitting was not the problem, but it was a problem. Anthony Rendon was raking. Juan Soto and Trey Turner were doing well. But apart from them, the offense was, to put it plainly, bad. The pitching outside of future Hall of Famer Max Scherzer was bad. Especially the bullpen. They had the worst bullpen in baseball, and all the heartbreaking blown leads to show for it. By this point, the Nationals had reached the record 19-31. They had a 0.1% chance to make it to the World Series. The Nationals were done. Their postseason window had closed, and they had nothing but first-round playoff exits to show for it.
It's amazing because we have a great team. And after 5 minutes, go to the clubhouse, and when I look around way, it's nobody. And I say to the guy, hey, I want to change my workout song.
This summer, while in a hitting slump, Gerardo Parra decided to change the song that plays in the stadium when he comes up to bat. He reportedly picked Baby Shark because his 2-year-old daughter liked the song. He started playing better, and so did the team.
And Parra, high in the air, deep right center. See you later!
One day after Max Scherzer broke his nose during BP, he got to the ballpark this afternoon and took BP.
Cold, third strike. He got him with the slider. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. Max Scherzer with a broken nose has struck out 10. Soto with 2 hits tonight. First pitch. Deep left center. Juan Soto has given the Nationals a 4-3 lead here in the top of the 9th inning with his 16th. Trey Turner career .359 against Colorado pitching. And he bangs this one deep to left center. See you later. Up the middle, off the pitcher. Perfect ricochet. Everybody's safe. And a pair of 2-out hits. Trey Turner 2 for 2 tonight.
And the pitch swung on, line to right. Blackmon on the run, slides, can't get it by him all the way to the right field corner. Turner heading for second, makes the turn. He's on his way to third. He'll be in standing with a triple.
There's Turner, who needs a double for the cycle. This one to the gap. Right center field. Trey Turner. Another cycle against the Rockies. Turner, left field, high in the air, deep, see you later! It's a grand slam! There it goes! A no-doubter! See you later! Anthony Rendon slams his way to a 6-2 Nationals lead. That fastball hit hard into right center. Trey Turner is going to plug the gap. Victor Robles heading for third. Bob Henley sends him home. Turner makes it a 10-5 ball game. Base hit Rendon. RBI number 112. 10-6 now. Zimmerman, right center. Well hit. And it's up against the scoreboard. 2 runs will score. Kurt Suzuki, see you later. The Nats have won it. 1-1 to Franco. He lofts one out to the left center gap. Victor Robles runs it down. The magic number is 1. And it could go to 0 in moments. So we could have a dog pile in moments.
Look at this. It's like freeze frame on the field right now.
How did it feel for you to contribute in that way and come through in such a big moment for your ball club?
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, we know what's on the line. We know what's at stake tonight. And, it's just a big hit, big game all around, and like I said, big team win.
Ground ball to the right side in Pittsburgh, and that's a wild card winner for the Nationals.
And now we clinch.
The first challenger for the Nationals would be the Milwaukee Brewers. The Nationals had their ace, Max Scherzer, on the mound, but in a one-game playoff, anything can happen. Would the Nationals be able to win a playoff game?
Grandal to right and well hit. That ball is out of here.
But if the Brewers could get to Max Scherzer, surely Trey Turner and Anthony Rendon would be able to do something against the Brewers' ace.
Of these playoffs, the wild card game in the National League. He pops this one up in the infield. Eric Thames.
That's okay. If Max can just hold the Brewers there, they can make a comeback the next inning.
First to Yasmani Grandal. And this is Eric Thames, who launches to right center field, and the Brewers have a 3-0 lead.
This feels familiar. Too familiar. Trey Turner would hit a home run against Woodruff, and Scherzer would keep the Brewers to 3 runs. But it was the 8th inning, and the Brewers had Josh Hader, arguably the best closer in baseball. The outlook was bleak for the Nationals. Luckily, Michael A. Taylor would be hit by a pitch, then Ryan Zimmerman would bloop hit a single into center, bringing Anthony Rendon to the plate.
He takes 3-1. Elevated that fastball. Rendon wasn't going to bite, and they're loaded.
It's now or never. Hader has not been sharp, but nobody has made solid contact against him. Juan Soto's up with the bases loaded. A single might tie the game, but to take the lead?
Line drive, base hit to right. That'll score one, that'll score two as the ball gets away from Grisham and right. That's going to score 3 runs, and the Washington Nationals have the lead. They got Soto hung up, they tag him out, but nobody in this joint cares. To center field.
The Nationals finally did it. They won a playoff series. Well, not really. They won a playoff game. But considering their playoff history, it's nice to finally win something. But the time to celebrate was brief. It was time for their biggest challenge yet. A 5-game series with the 106-win Dodgers. The first game, the Nationals would be facing Walker Buehler, the Dodgers' ace, with Patrick Corbin on the mound.
Patrick Corbin finds himself in a bases-loaded jam.
Here's the pitch. Outside ball 4, and the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead.
So they're at the corners for Muncy.
1-1. Muncy grounds it to first through the legs of Hendrick. Kicking off the sidewall.
And Muncy's up there with a chance to break this thing wide open in the 7th.
The 2-1. Muncy drills a base hit into right. Here comes Peterson. Turner's behind him. Throw to the plate. Not in time. He comes in standing up. A 2 RBI single to right on the bat of Max Muncy. The 2-2. Kelly to Soto. Cole, strike 3, and the Dodgers shut out the Nationals 6-0 in the first.
The next game, the Nationals would have Steven Strasburg, much better than Patrick Corbin, but they would be facing Clayton Kershaw. The Nats actually got to Kershaw, and Strasburg had only given up 1 run through 6 innings. But then the bullpen came in.
Muncy with a fly ball to right. It's way back. It's on its way, and it is gone. A home run. Max Muncy brings the Dodgers back to within 1.
You want drama? Here you go.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slider, and a curly W's in the books.
Next game, the Nats would have Anibal Sanchez, a veteran who had been decent for them in the regular season, versus Hyunjin Ryu, the pitcher who gave up the least runs per 9 innings in 2019. Anibal Sanchez threw 5 solid innings, only giving up 1 run, and the Nationals had the lead, when Patrick Corbin came in relief.
Martin coming up, and a fly ball to left center field. It's a long run, and it's 1 hop off the wall. Bellinger scores. Freeze on his way home, and he will score. Dodgers a 3-2 lead. Kike Hernandez, line drive, left field. Heading on back is Soto, and he can't get it. It's 1 hop off the wall. Martin scores, and Taylor scores. Kike Hernandez. There's go, and Turner with a fly ball to left field. That one is well hit. On its way, and it is gone. A home run. Justin Turner, a 3-run home run.
The Nationals ended up scoring 4 runs. All the bullpen had to do was allow less than 3 runs in 4 innings, and they did not even come close to that. The Nationals were facing elimination. They had Max Scherzer on the mound, but the Dodgers had Rich Hill, who despite being 39 years old, had an amazing regular season. This would not be an easy task, and even if they win today, they still have another game tomorrow. Anthony Rendon would knock in 2 runs with a sacrifice fly and a single, and that would have been enough, as Max Scherzer dominated for 7 innings of 1-run baseball. But this was the calm before the storm. The Nationals had to go back to Los Angeles to play Game 5.
Justin Turner in at third. He drives in a pair. The Los Angeles Dodgers are headed to Chicago.
The Nationals had Steven Strasburg, but the Dodgers had Walker Buehler. He gave up only 1 hit to the Nationals in Game 1.
Peterson leading off second. Swinging a fly ball to right. Well hit. Eaton back to the wall, and it is gone.
Into the National League Championship Series. In the air by Kike Hernandez to left center field. And that ball is gone. Kike Hernandez goes deep, just out of the reach of Michael A. Taylor.
As expected, Walker Buehler dominated, and Strasburg kept the Dodgers to 3 runs, but it looked familiar, too familiar. Walker Buehler was close to finishing the 7th inning, but he had 117 pitches, so Dave Roberts went to the bullpen and called on a familiar face. Playoff Kershaw.
In the air to right center. Back at the wall. It is off the base of the wall. The Cardinals are going to take the lead. Carpenter has emptied the bench. Gurriel has tied it. Wow. 4-4.
Can the Nationals capitalize?
And he struck him out on 3 pitches.
That was the Nats' chance, and they blew it. But after another Dodgers scoreless inning, look who came back out onto the mound. Can the Nationals capitalize now?
Rendon in the air to left. Taylor goes back to the wall, and it's gone! Anthony Rendon, a leadoff homer in the 8th. and it is a one-run game. In the air to deep right center field, and there she goes. We are tied.
Well, that wasn't exactly surprising, but the Dodgers are the home team, with Patrick Corbin on the mound for the Nationals. But he actually got through it. Now was the Nationals' chance. They have to score in the ninth. Otherwise, it's up to the worst bullpen in baseball to hold one of the best offenses in baseball scoreless, or else their entire season will be over.
A ball and 2 strikes, and he fans to open the ninth. The 0-2 from Kelly to Adams. He struck him out. 2 up and 2 down here in the ninth. Routine into right. A 1-2-3 inning.
All Nationals fans can do now is pray.
And Seager goes down swinging for out number 1 here in the ninth. Hudson deals the 1-1. Line drive, base hit left field. In the air to right field and well hit. Eaton goes back to the track and makes the catch. Hit that one right on the nose to center, but into the glove of Michael A. Taylor.
Coming into the 10th, the Nationals saw Joe Kelly return to the mound. Dave Roberts had already gifted the Nationals a shot at winning this game by leaving Clayton Kershaw in the game. Had he just done it again?
Delivering a 3-2 to Eaton. And it sails outside. The leadoff hitter is on. They're in the 10th. In the air to left field. Taylor goes back. It's off the wall.
Joe Kelly is clearly out of gas, but the Dodgers have left-handed specialist Adam Kolarek in the bullpen, who has retired Soto all 3 times he's faced him this series. Oh, you're not gonna bring in Kolarek. You're gonna walk Soto and keep Kelly in the game? That would bring Howie Kendrick to the plate. Kendrick is 35 and has only been an all-star once in his career, but he's had a nice career and has always been a good hitter. He's found success this year in the time that he has played, but he has been terrible this entire series. But even ignoring the errors, so far he has 4 hits in 19 at-bats, and this is his only run driven in. But then again, all he has to do is hit a fly ball to the outfield, and the Nationals can score at least a run.
They have battled tonight, couldn't get anything early. Now they've taken advantage.
This is deep to center field. Bellinger's back. It's a grand slam. Howie Kendrick with a 10th inning grand slam to break it open. Wow. It is 7-3. The former Dodger breaking hearts in Los Angeles.
You talk about staying through a ball. Look, there's fans leaving already. And they are shocked at what the...
On the ground to first. The race to the bag won by Zimmerman. 2 out.
1 ball, 1 strike on Justin Turner. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball shallow center. Racing on is Taylor. Closing on it. Dives. And he caught it. A diving catch ends the series. What a play by Michael Taylor. A diving catch. And the Nationals, for the first time in their history, will play in the National League Championship Series.
And the Washington Nationals have knocked out a heavyweight. In 10, they beat the Dodgers in Game 5.
Well, I think that ball bobbled around.
The Nationals actually did it. They finally did it. Their Game 5 curse is no longer. They slayed the team with the best record in the National League. Now, it was off to St. Louis, and this series was not even close. The first game, Anibal Sanchez went almost 8 innings of one-hit baseball. Then, the next day, Max Scherzer threw 7 innings of one-hit baseball. Stephen Strasburg also would have thrown 7 shutout innings if not for an error. Basically, the Cardinals had scored 2 runs in 3 games. The Nationals had conquered their curse, and this was just their victory lap. Of course, the next game, Patrick Corbin had a bad start, giving up twice as many runs in 5 innings as the Nationals had in the past 81 innings. But thanks to Rendon, Soto, and Turner, the Nats scored 7 runs and swept the St. Louis Cardinals.
Center field. This should do it. Robles will squeeze it, and there it is! The Washington Nationals are National League champions!
In this postseason, Max Scherzer had an ERA of 1.8 going into the World Series. But as good as he had been, Garrett Cole had been even better. Cole had given up 1 run in over 22 innings. But apparently, that didn't matter to the Nationals.
Dealt with plantar fasciitis early in the year, and here's one into center. Back at the wall, and it is gone.
It's gone! Goodbye!
To change the eye level of the hitters. Third youngest player, as you saw, to hit cleanup in a World Series, and he just cleaned up. Wow! Time off before the World Series. That's into right field. A base hit. In to score Suzuki, and the Nationals are on top. Runner at first will go. That's Rendon. That's well hit into left field. Back and off the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes Rendon. He'll score 2. Into left center field. Robles is there, and the Nationals take game 1.
The next game, both teams would have their other aces. Stephen Strasburg versus Justin Verlander. Both offense's star third baseman would get to their starters, but that would be the only runs allowed until the 7th inning.
That's always a little dicey for a manager when he knows the pitcher-catcher combination's been clicking. Here's one hammered into left. Off the bat of Suzuki and gone. Nationals jump back on top. It's 3-2 here in the 7th.
And ironically enough, it would not be the Nationals whose bullpen would implode this game.
One more run across for the Nationals. That's into center field, and a couple more will score. Cabrera delivers. Breaking ball chopped to third, tough play. Zimmerman safe, throw gets away. 2 more runs cross. Nobody's at second, so Zimmerman slides in.
Adam Eaton the bat. And swings and drives one to deep right. Toward the line, way back. It is gone. Goodbye. 2-run home run for Adam Eaton, speeding around the bases.
The Nationals had just took the first 2 games of the World Series on the road against the 107-win Astros. This would have been unthinkable in any time in the history of the Nationals franchise until now. The Nationals have a serious chance to sweep the World Series. For Game 3, it was Anibal Sanchez. He had just proven how good he could be against the Cardinals. Let's see what he could do against the Astros.
In the air to left, might drop. That ball is going to get down. Correa to the plate. Throw home is too high.
On stuff every day, so I'm never concerned about his layoff.
Here's one off his glove. The run scores. It's 2-0 Houston. Grounded 2 and through the right side. They bring Altuve. There is no throw, and the Astros get that run right back. It's 3-1. That's hammered down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. It is. Chirinos has gone deep, and he's added to the lead.
Zach Greinke would only allow 1 run despite the best efforts of the Nationals offense. Zach Greinke is good, but this game was the game the Nationals were supposed to win. because they have Patrick Corbin on the mound tomorrow.
That's into left center field and will put Houston on top. It gets down. Altuve will score over to third as Bradley at first pitch swinging.
First inning in this series. A great play by Rendon to his feet. They yield a run, and the throw to first is not in time. It's 2-0 Houston.
That's well hit to left. Back at the wall. Chirinos has another.
It's out of here. Robinson Chirinos. That loads him up for Bregman. Big opportunity for Alex.
Well hit into left field, and that one is gone! He got him!
But 2 games apiece. And that's grounded left side, right at Correa. Shortstop has it, goes a short way to second to get the force, and that is the ball game.
Jose Urquidy is the worst pitcher the Astros will start, yet the Nationals scored 1 pitiful run, and the series was tied. If they could manage to win the next game, that would put them in a great spot, but the Astros had Garrett Cole on the mound. Juan Soto hit well against Cole, but the Nationals only got 2 other hits. Meanwhile, the Astros pounced on Nationals pitching. Baby Shark showed up, but that didn't matter. The Nationals' fairy tale was over. They would have to win 2 games on the road, back to back, against 2 Cy Young Award winners, or else their season was over. The Nationals actually jumped on Verlander and put up 1 run in the first inning, and Strasburg has been incredible this postseason.
High fly ball to left. Soto back in front of the wall, tagging his Springer. Big arm, but it's not enough. Tied and run. As Bregman shuts it into left. Goodbye. Astros on top, 2-1.
It's okay. Verlander has been really susceptible this postseason.
Right at Altuve. Inning is over. 0-2. He went around, and that strikeout is out number 2. That's hit down the line into the corner, hooking, and caught to end the inning.
The Nationals have 5 innings to score 1 run, or else they lose the World Series. The Nationals haven't scored multiple runs in any of the last 3 games.
That's down the line. It is gone. Way out of here to tie this game at 2. 34 regular season home runs for the now 21-year-old Juan Soto. That is hit in the air to right and way out of here. Wow.
They did it, but Strasburg is going to have to keep the Astros scoreless. Much easier said than done.
Hard hit base hit into left. Reddick will go to third. They will hold him there. Second and third, 1 out. They deliver again for his Astros. He strikes out on a pitch in the dirt. Hard hit. Nice pick by Turner. Inning over. 2-0. Chop to short, tough play. Turner. He's safe to start the inning. Might be 2. Turner. Cabrera. Safe. Alvarez back to Strasburg. Lead runner is cut down. A strikeout ends the inning.
Strasburg has been amazing, but the Nationals will need more runs with the bullpen coming in soon.
That's a tough play for Peacock. And safe at first, ball gets away, and the runners will advance to second and third. And now they're going to call the runner out for being inside the line and in the way of the throw. And we're going to get an argument now as Dave Martinez is furious.
It was happening again. It could not happen again.
And Rendon shoots one in the left. Back at the wall, it is gone! Anthony Rendon! And the lead is 3 here in the 7th inning for the Nationals. It's 5-2.
Rendon had done it again. The Nationals had done it. They tied the series. But tomorrow would be their biggest challenge yet. They would face Zack Greinke, and he was absolutely dominant.
Out at second, out at first, double play.
Max Scherzer was good, but
2-1, and Gurriel lines it deep to left field. Going back is Soto looking up. See you later!
meanwhile, Greinke was unbelievably good. Then, after 5 innings, Patrick Corbin came in. But he actually got through the inning.
A step and a throw.
But the Nationals had to face a version of Zack Greinke that was inconceivably on his game. He had given up just 1 hit to this point.
That is a rocket to left, and the lead is cut in half. Rendon makes it 2-1. There's that man for the Washington Nationals.
Rendon gave a jolt of life to the Nationals' offense, but that was still only 1 mistake from Greinke. He was still absolutely locked in. But then, Soto worked a walk, and Hinch came out to pull Greinke from the game. Could the Nationals do this?
This place will let Greinke know how much they appreciate what he did here tonight as he exits. Struck out 11, walked 1, opponent sitting 176 against him. That's down the right field line into the corner. This ball is gone for one. Nationals on top. Howie Kendrick has made it 3-2. Off the pole and right.
The Nationals had done it. They had broken their elimination game curse. They have Patrick Corbin coming back in to face the power of the Astros order.
Been able to win in the World Series at home. That's into left center field, and Robles has it. 1 down to start the 7th. Glove side, he's owned that part. If he can get a little better the other side. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball slowly hit as Drupal Cabrera. 2 down. Yuli Gurriel hits one into center, might drop, does drop. Tying run is on with 2 down. Corbin off the mound, grabs it, throws it, got it.
Corbin had kept them scoreless for 2 innings. But would 1 run be enough?
Base hit into right. Eaton will come around third base and score. Soto delivers again. And it's 4-2 Nationals here in the 8th.
I know Corbin is coming back in for another inning, but can the Nationals actually do this?
Another 2-2. Strike 3 call on the inside corner, 1 away. Right at the end of the night, from the hole with a backhand long throw, Turner. A strikeout ends the inning, and how about Patrick Corbin? Urquidy out of the bullpen. That is up the middle. 1 run scores. That's Gomes. They hold. Robles now send him as Marisnick kicks it in center. 2 more runs, and it's 6-2. Adam Eaton has delivered. Here they are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
And a World Series Game 7 winning Curly W is in the books. The celebration is on. The Washington Nationals are the world champions. Remember where you are, so you remember where you are right now at 11:50 Eastern Time. Remember where you are on October 30th, 2019, when the Washington Nationals finished the fight from the depths of a forgettable 19-31 start. They have climbed to the top of baseball's highest peak, giving us all a finish to a season we will remember for the rest of our lives. The Nationals celebrate just behind the pitcher's mound. A world championship Curly W is in the books. The Nationals down 2-0, 6 unanswered runs. They beat the Astros 6-2. They are the world champions of baseball. Unbelievable.
The only team to claim a World Series title by winning all 4 road games. 51 years after they were born as the Montreal Expos, the Washington Nationals are at the top of the baseball world.
What a terrific performance. They got off to a great start here in games 1 and 2 against 2 of the best pitchers in baseball, Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander. They believed in themselves. They came back in the wild card game, scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to win that game. Just so many good baseball players on this team and a front office full of baseball personnel.